All right, so let's get into this right now. Guys, welcome to 2016, the DRS training series. My name is Ryan Stack. You're going to have Sarah Rose Stack on here momentarily, and hopefully we'll get her momentarily. We're going to talk to you about the DRS training series and some strategies just approaching 2016. There's tons of things that are coming our way, adding to the DRS program. But we wanted to tell you what you have your hands on right now that you can take advantage of. That I personally believe, this is near and dear to me, that every shop.com owner, any internet business owner, or what I like to call web-based entrepreneur, home-based business owner should have some type of page that they can share with people, that they can have visible on social media, that they can share with other people, where it encourages someone to fill something out, get some information with the limited amount of information you have, so that you can understand who may be interested in what you have to offer, whether it's the shopping annuity or the business behind it. And I think DRS, or the personal branding, lead pages, if you want to call them, will provide that for you. And the system is perfectly set up that way. Hold on a second. I don't want to leave webinar. I just want to go over here. We got a video playing in the background that I want to show you guys, because this is going to be hand in hand with some of the training that is coming your way. So let's start off going through some basic things that you have available. So prepping for 2016, please utilize the youtube.com/official MAWC channel. A lot of people ask about resources, and all the resources for web centers and DRS and everything under that umbrella. They have tons of material, training material, and it's all mainly located under this channel and a few other websites. So on there, you'll see site planning and goals, content ideas, SEO ideas, social media ideas, landing pages, email campaigns. We're going to walk you through a lot of this, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows that on the official MAWC YouTube channel is the entire DRS training series, and it really is step-by-step what you should do to create a profitable website, or a website that's going to deliver for you and create those leads. So make sure you take time to do this. I'm one of those people that I need to see it done and then do it myself. And I was so thrilled when Sarah Rose helped create the DRS training series, because it's exactly that. You click on a video, you watch it, you pause it, you go do it yourself, and you continue on through that point. All right, so let's advance here as we go through here. So there's 3 important actions to take now. I want you guys to realize and know your resources, how to build 2 pages on your DRS site, and then the marketing suite behind it. We're going to talk a little bit more in detail as we go through this webinar, but that's what we're going to cover. Keep it really basic. If there's some tips I can encourage you, less in this space is more. Meaning, if I tell everyone everything I know about shop.com, they're not going to have a need to contact me. I want to provide that to them. I want to just give them a little bit of information, so that I encourage them to give me some of their information to get their information. Does that make sense? So they see something, they're encouraged to learn more, but there really isn't a place to learn more. There's only a place to fill something out to get the information. So that lets you know who they are and the ability to interact with them, and that gives them what they're looking for. What most people make as a mistake is they provide so much content, so much material on their site, that the person you don't know who the person is. They go on there, they get their information, and they leave, and you have no idea who that is. And that's a lost potential customer, or a business partner, a lead, or whatever you want to call it. So don't make that mistake. Think simple, think less is more in this space. It'll benefit you a lot more as you go through. Okay, so here's some of the materials that you have at your disposal for support. You obviously have live chat support that is shared screen time with MA Web Center. So as a DRS owner, you can go on there, ask a lot of questions, and you'll get a lot of live feedback. Be patient with them. They help a lot of people, but they will be able to help answer your questions and help you in the process of learning how to build your site. But just take note of all the different channels that you have access to for support. There's tons of material on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'd encourage you to follow all of these, and take the time to dig through some of these. One of the biggest support sites, by the way, is mawc411.com, as well as a YouTube channel. So pretty much everything there is to know about MA Web Centers and DRS are located in those areas. So you guys are loaded with material. The other few things you can do is there's recorded webinars on mawc411.com/webinars.jsp. So on that site, you'll be able to see that link. So if you want to see past ones, you can go there. Again, you have live chat support. You have an online help guide on how you can design and manipulate your site to be exactly what you want it to be. And then there's tutorial videos coming soon. So I want to just show you, let me log out of this real quick. I want to show you what some of these tutorials are going to look like, and I think they are pretty awesome. Let me pull one of these up real quick. And this is what's coming your way. So for every aspect of the websites, whether they're for customers or business owners in DRS, you're going to have MA Web Center is going to have these videos available to you. So if you want to learn how to do one thing, like, hey, I want to create a form, how to do it, it'll be there for you. So here's an example of how one of them will look.
Welcome to the e-commerce portion of the Online Learning Center. In this video, we'll be learning how to create a new product. Let's get started. We are currently on the e-commerce dashboard page. From the navigation bar at the top, select Catalog, and from the drop-down menu, select Manage Products. We are now on your Manage Products page. Products are, of course, what you're selling through your online store. The Manage Products screen displays all of the products in your catalog, with the options to sort and or filter by any of the displayed criteria. To begin adding a new product, click Add Product. We are now on a New Products page. We have two settings: attribute sets and product types. To learn more about attributes and attribute sets for your catalog, please check out our attributes tutorial link below. There are 6.
All right, so you guys get the idea. It's going to walk you step by step through how to do every aspect of what we have in the software. And I just want to say, joining me over here is Sarah Rose Stack, so she is in the house.
Yeah, what's up, guys? And just a little one extra note on those videos is those are actually going to be live at conventions. So you guys are the first ones to see those. And there should be about 50 of them. Most of them are going to be around 3 minutes long. And but you know, some of them may be as long as 5 minutes. But the idea is that these webinars that we're doing is more about application of technology. How do you actually apply the technology to help build your website and grow your digital footprint, where those short tutorial videos are more going to be about technology. So if you're a visual person and you just want to get right to how to do a very specific thing. The first set of videos that are being launched are e-commerce, and another really exciting announcement that we can make is the DRS is actually being completely rebranded and repackaged. In fact, it's going to have a new name and everything, DMS, Digital Marketing Suite. And along with getting the ability to sell online, you guys will actually have e-commerce with your DRS. You're also going to get a plethora of brand new plugins that are going to allow you to do all kinds of crazy awesome things. I mean, there's like a list of 30 new widgets and plugins that everybody's going to be getting. The ability to sell on Facebook and Pinterest and all kinds of really cool things that are being added. So you'll see that coming along. You're going to have all those brand new video tutorials. But the main thing is this. We see questions popping in all the time of people that feel like they're getting stuck. And that's a normal part of the process. It's just like anything. And I gave an example this week with someone that had, you know, a legitimate experience. I mean, you go through doing this for the first time, right, Ryan? It's never as easy as like the way you saw it on the video the first time. And
Right.
we acknowledge that when you watch a video and we show you something, and you know, we've been doing it for a while. We use this in our business. We use the DRS, and we've always used it ever since it came out. And so when we go to demonstrate something, it's just a lot easier because we've done it so many times. There's that familiarity. So when you watch this video and then you go home and you try to apply what we're going to show you today, it might take a little bit of extra, you know, trial and error for you to get that level of comfort as well. And I just want you to know that that's normal. and that it gets easier with use, just like any brand new thing. And so the example I gave, like I said, in our when the question came up this week was, have you ever watched a video of someone doing a cooking show or anything like that? I know I have, and you watch these people showing you how to create a roux or something online, and it looks so easy, and then you go and you try to recreate that and you don't get it right the first time. That's because the person demonstrating has done it before, and they just have a different application, or they're just familiar, so it takes a couple of times until you can recreate what you've seen in a video. And so I just want you to know that this is no different. Don't get frustrated. Know what your resources are. The recorded webinars are great to look back on. The live chat support is really the biggest advice that I have. There's no reason to get frustrated ever when you can ask questions. Use that online help guide or watch the video tutorials.
Excellent, excellent. Cool. And then let's go on here. So access help online, live chat support. If you guys see when you're actually logged in, this is what it looks like when you log into your admin. When you go over, if you see on the top right, it'll say live chat support. So anytime you're working on this site, and I think Sarah Rose and I both learned almost 100% of everything we know, and why we can do it, pretty seamlessly and quickly, is because we did this with chat support. And after a while, when they tell you how to do the same thing 3 or 4 times, you just know how to do it. So please just make sure you don't spend hours on something when you could have had someone walk you through it in 5 minutes and learn how to do it. So that'll shorten your learning curve. Just realize that's on the top right-hand side where it says live chat support to access that.
The next thing that we want to show you here is this little help link. I know it sounds silly, but a lot of people don't even know that it's there. And what that does is it links you off to a full online help center with PDFs and step-by-step instructions, including images of how to do that. So what I did here is I clicked on help, and then we put in the search bar search engine optimization. And right away, I get the ability to generate a PDF of the page. So let's say I like to print stuff out and look at it, I can do that. But they give you the 6 quickest steps to, increasing the SEO value on your website right there. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And when you click on all these, they walk you through exactly how to identify search words, exactly how to title and name the pages appropriately, so that you can actually, have those pages showing up in the search engines. And all of this stuff is right there. So I just wanted to bring your attention to what happens there and give you a couple of examples.
By the way, that's huge. Just that alone. A lot of people pay a lot of money to just get SEO and things like that, and it's right there for you to learn the basic steps. And every secret that people know and how to get found on Google, which is a big part of doing this, is right there for you. So don't think that you have to hire a professional. They actually provide the content at no cost for you to just take the time, go through it, and when you're building your site, just make sure you double check it against these things, as well as the other things that are in the help section.
Yeah, and one last little tip is that when you get here, we're going to give the way, the design of this section a facelift very, very soon. But I can tell you that the design is very minimal. So when you go here, you may be looking at these sections and thinking to yourself that this isn't updated, but this is something that we keep updated in real time. So any single time that something new comes to the DRS, or for any of your website clients, if you're a web center owner, we update the help section that corresponds with that new update as well. If you go right to the help section, right at the top, they have getting started with your DRS right at the top, and there are 5 really great PDFs that we recommend that every DRS owner have just to look at. The big ones here are the differences between DRS, marketamerica.com, and shop.com. So it tells you, what is the purpose of each of these websites and how should you be using them. 2 is phase 1 of launching your DRS, so you can start using it right away. Some tips for getting started quickly. Step 2 is the long-term plan, how to expand, how to use it to engage, and the different marketing tools. Now, this is just a brief look at the big picture, but that's right when you get into the help section. And then finally, I just wanted to show you that, again, not only are they going to show you these links that you can click on, but it shows you step by step with screenshots of what you're looking at. So a lot of people are very visual. And so if you're talking through with chat support, the cool part is they can walk you through it. But the nice thing about the help section is you can actually have something to reference to see if you're on the right track. So when you hover over the mouse to go ahead and excuse me, you hover your mouse over the section to go ahead and edit text, you can see that it looks just like this. And then, here's the font family. It looks exactly like that. It just makes it easier for when you're getting started to have that visual.
All right, and then so here's the first step, and what we encourage you guys to do is build first pages or landing page. So when you're going about building your DRS website, or what's being called, what is it again? DM?
Yeah, DMS.
DMS. I like that.
Digital,
I like that.
it's going to be a digital marketing suite, because along with being a website, it's going to be a completely way loaded marketing suite
Way
as well.
loaded.
Yeah, it's going to have like 3 times the amount of marketing tools that it has now. So that's
Very
pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So like I said when I started, less really is more. Again, if you say so much to someone, then you probably will never have the chance to meet them. They'll come up with their own ideas or jump somewhere else, and you'll lose that person as a customer or prospect. So here's some things that we suggest you do in the landing page. The landing page is just where, when they type in your domain, they end up the first place. So we break it into 3 sections. There's a header, the top part of your site, where they may get the ability to go, homepage or contact us. Then you have what we call the header, which is an area where you can put an inspiring picture, show lifestyle. Just make sure you have a high quality image, always horizontal. In today's world, we're in a scroll world, and you want to try to take up the screen size. And anytime you use a smaller image, what it's going to do in responsive is actually going to increase the size, which will blur out the image. So just make sure it's a good size image. The middle part is a brief statement that is going to describe the opportunity, maybe a sentence or 2 about you, and then how they're going to be inspired to give their information to want to know more.
So just to stop for a second there, we want to make sure that you guys understand that in the past, we've recommended that you come up with all kinds of content for your homepage, right? And what Ryan is saying is that what we're recommending now is less is more. And you can build a landing page for anything. You can build a landing page for selling a specific product, or just for recruiting, or a landing page for just about web centers or motives, or whatever you want that landing page to be. But the point is that it should be one focused message. And the landing page that we recommend that you start with should have a goal of recruiting. And that's the one that we're showing you right now. So when we talk about this middle section of whatever kind of landing page you decide that you are going to build needs to have one statement, one purpose, and one way to actually call to action and engage with the viewers. So what we're recommending here is just a brief statement about the opportunity. So if you look here, it says shop.com business. Shop.com has reinvented the home business model of the past and created what is the future of franchising. Learn more. And Ryan, when we click on learn more, what happens?
Yeah, it simply brings them to a page that is going to highlight that statement again and tell them to insert their information, which is pretty much just the form. And then they're going to fill that out, and they're going to have the ability to see whatever video. Right now we have it to the Market America YouTube channel, which is just the 22-minute overview.
We're going to show you how to do all of this, but what you guys should know is on our page, all of these links go to either a video of the overview or an actual form where we're trying to get their email account. And that's our way of putting the ball in our court, so that we're not just hoping that someone clicks on this and hoping that they actually watch the video, rather than, because you can do that. You can have it link right to the video, but that doesn't give you any control over your business. So you want it to go to a form where they have to put in their email address and send you their contact information before they're allowed to see the video. And that's really the purpose of building a landing page at all. So that's what we're going to tell you how to do.
I mean, if you have no idea who's on your page and they come and go, that's not really going to help you in business. But if you have an idea where someone comes, they're inspired to get information, and in order to get that, they have to give you information, that's really the trade-off. So when I say less is more, that's what I mean. So think about this page. I mean, we even have maybe an extra step in there. We have a link there in the middle that says learn the system. When we go a little bit into some ways why this is different, that might even be too much. So think about this. If someone landed on your site and you had a statement that said something like, learn how to take all of the spending that you do and turn it into earning, learn how, fill out the form below to get more information. And that might just, as simple as it is, someone goes, hey, I'm actually inspired to do that. I don't know where else to get more information because you're not providing it. and encourages them to fill that out, which now you know who that person is, and you have the ability to interact with them. At the same time, you have the ability to send them information right away automatically, so you don't have to go back to send them something. The system will generate that for you.
Right. And so what happens here when they click this is they are then redirected to a form again to submit their information, and then it actually sends them either to that form or to the actual video. So we're going to show you how to actually do that, how to create a form that actually links to either a specific video or like a page that, you know, that has a download on it or anything like that. So this is a form that is on our website.
And this is in the editor. This is what it looks like when you're actually inside that page.
Yep, we're logged in and we see the form right here. And when you scroll over it, it highlights. And when you click on this, you're giving a number of options to actually edit. What we're recommending that you click on is right here, the form settings. So when you click on form settings and you go down to the bottom, it says confirmation action. And what that means is when somebody clicks view overview now or clicks submit on the form after they've given you their name and their email address, what do you want to happen after they click submit? Do you want them to have a message? Do you want to send them somewhere? What do you want to happen? And so the confirmation action choices that you can set your form up to do are to either display a message, so something like as simple as thank you for your submission, we'll be in contact in the next 24 hours, or you can have it go to a website address or display the page that it's on. There's different options that you have. So what we recommend that you do is go to a web address so that it can go to a page that's showing a video of the overview or showing a video or having a download of the About MA document. If this was a recruiting landing page, which is what we're building right now, that's what we would recommend, a video to that. If it was like the shopping annuity one, Ryan, you could have it go right to the market or the shopping annuity YouTube channel that has the shopping annuity overview playing. You could choose whatever web address that you want it to go or whatever website page inside of your own website that you want it to go to. But either way, the cool part about this is you're building a landing page with a very simple call to action. And when they give you your information, you're not just saying thank you for your email, you're actually giving them some follow-up information or some follow-up assets to view as well, which is really cool. I think it's more powerful than just thank you for your email.
Exactly. Yeah, no, and I would recommend that. So I would recommend you can build it internally. It's going to take a little more time. I think the easy thing to do, and it's going to work just as well, is go to web address. So find the video on YouTube, copy that URL, and then when you click on go to web address, the system will say what web page do you want them to bring to. Put that in there, click save, and just make sure it also sends responses to your email. So that's right here on the same page. So you just put your email in there. And that way, if someone actually clicks on that, you'll get notified right away that, hey, someone's on your DRS. They're watching the video that you just, hooked up, and you know all their contact information. And honestly, you can put whatever information you want. I would recommend as simple as first name, last name, and email address. I think would be great.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So just to recap what that looks like, for the viewer of your website, when they go to that form, they click that they want more information, they're going to be taken to this page where it asks them to send you their name and their email address. They click on the submit button or the view overview now, and then they'll be taken. We have it set up so that they're taken right here to the video where they can actually watch the business overview or the 22-minute business plan.
Exactly.
Okay. The second page that we recommend that you build right away in January is just a simple contact us page. And so again, at the end of in December, we had prepping for 2016, and we gave you all kinds of content ideas and all kinds of page ideas that are good ideas to build this year. But you're not going to build 10 pages this month. Even if you have every intention in the world to, you're just not going to do it. So that's why we recommend that in January, you just narrow your focus down to building 2 pages, that landing page, a single landing page, and a contact us page. And it's really simple to do this. All you want to do is make sure that you have a contact form on there, your contact information. And by the way, it is a public website, so if you don't want people to have your phone number, don't put it there.
Yep.
If you want a specific email address, put it there. Your social media information is also good to have. As long as the content on those social media platforms is
related to,
well, it doesn't even have to be totally related. I mean, it's okay if you have some personal
Yeah.
stuff mixed into your Facebook, but you do want to keep in mind that this is a business website that you're building for yourself. So if you use your Twitter to like rant about things that you don't want associated with your business personality, then don't put your Twitter account up there. Your contact information, a quality photo of yourself or you and your partner or whatever it is, should be the picture on there. It's important that you have a picture. I mean, you need to find a good picture that you use, because people want to know you're real. We had somebody contact us this week that found us online, and it's the same kind of thing. Like they click through our site and they want to know more information. And it's like you have to make this feel like your website, not just some dummy generated thing.
Yeah, and I honestly think the more honest in 2016 and transparent you can be, the better. It's a very honest business, meaning people are intrigued about the business as well as you and who you are. So don't be afraid to be yourself. And like Sarah said, if you have content on social media channels that can reflect what your website reflects in your business, don't be afraid to share that. And I think it's a great thing, because as people are looking at the business, they're also looking at you. And I think the more personal you can be, the more open you can be about those things, it'll help. And it'll help people feel comfortable wanting to contact you directly just because you show them you are a real person. So it's important.
Absolutely. And that's it. That's your January website building goal.
Yeah.
I mean, in February, give yourself another page, or maybe build a second landing page that has a different purpose. And then, what's really great about that is you can actually market that second landing page as its own thing. If you want to sell more product, make one about product, if you want to sell the shopping annuity, make it just about the shopping annuity. But the point is you're just going to build one page and that's it, and focus on this. This contact us page should take you 15 minutes. It really should not take a long time whatsoever. Just so you guys know, we recommend that you build these two pages in responsive design. That's free to do. You have the ability to design responsively. It's important that you do that if you want your website to rank well on search engines when people are viewing your website on any kind of mobile or tablet device. If you don't build it in responsive, then when people Google or search online for different opportunities, your website's not going to show up because of the new algorithms that Google is using to index people. All it basically means is if you're not responsive, they're not going to recommend your website because it's not optimized for viewing on mobile device.
Yeah, and that's exactly what responsive means, that depending on the screen size of the person who types in your website, it's going to make sure it is the best version of that site as far as how big the images are and the text size and the font size, all of that stuff. So just realize, like, even with us, we're revamping all of our stuff for probably in the next week to have responsive, to have everything we're talking about, and to do less is more, and to set up the forms the way we're saying you guys do it. So do it right out of the gate in 2016, because really websites today are being built responsive.
Yeah, and you can do this yourself, and you can do this yourself. If you see how look at how basic our design is. Less is more, guys, and that's actually the good news. You don't need to have as much design element as you may have had to.
Yeah, let's just point that out for a minute. I mean, we got like 3 colors. We got gray, dark gray, and blue. And there's nothing fancy in the background. I think we have one custom image that it's not even custom. We just took 2 images, put them together, and then we used a rich text, which is all part of the software. So really nothing on our site is custom. It's very simple. And we do that for a reason, because you want to be able to duplicate this inside your organization.
Right, exactly. So just keep that in mind. You can do this yourself. Use your support. Use live chat. Use the help tutorials or the videos when those come out. But don't wait for those videos. Use the help guide for now. Or you can purchase the design package and have the design team do all of that work for you, and then all you have to do is give them direction and tell them what you want designed. There is a cost to that, but if you chat with live chat support, they can direct you, or you call into 866 Web Help and ask for how to get a design package. They will help you with that. The second thing that I want to let you guys know about is the digital marketing suite. Are you using your resources? Are you using the rest of what comes with your DRS, or are you just kind of like using it for a website? A website that cannot be found online, or a website that does not engage with the viewers doesn't really work. And so what I want you guys to keep in mind is that you have SEO capabilities, you have social media tools, the ability to create landing pages like the one we just showed you how to do, how to set up auto responders, you can conduct email campaigns, and there's so many more things that you can currently do. And like I said, the marketing suite itself is being put on steroids. It's going to have literally 3 or 4 times the amount of capabilities and plugins that it has right now, all in the next quarter. So lots of amazing things are coming. But just like with the recommendation that we have for you for building your pages, we want you to think about 1 or maybe 2 at the most of these tools that you're going to start learning how to use this month. And what I would recommend as your first one is the SEO. Because if you can get your website to start ranking, you can do the work now. Every month the SEO value of your website is only going to increase. So like I showed you in the help guide, several slides back. I didn't realize how far back that was. But if you go with the help guide, if you go and click on help right here and type in search engine optimization, there are 6 very simple steps that you can follow to set up the SEO of your website to function really well. So you can do this. Another option that you have is you can actually review the webinars that were done specifically about search engine optimization and DRS. So if you go to youtube.com/official MAWC and you choose the playlist DRS, driving traffic to your site, then you will be able to review an hour-long session that we did just on SEO. So that would be my recommendation for everybody, is to focus on building the landing page, a contact us page, and then reviewing this SEO session so that you can build this part of your website up. And that's it. Yeah, your website has the capability of, there's 10 other plugins that you can use and leverage. But again, just like you're not going to build 10 website pages this month, you're also not going to master 10 different plugins this month. Master 1. And SEO would be the number 1 tool that I recommend that you start using right away. If you've already done that and you're ready to start using some other things, you can review the social media webinar that we did. And that one's another hour-long session that talks just about social media and also combining that social media approach with the email campaign functionality of your DRS as well. So again, if you haven't done SEO, focus on SEO. If you have done that, then the next one I would recommend is learn how to use your email campaign system and your SEO, your social media tools. There's one specifically just on email campaigns if you need help with that as well. All right, guys, so that's really it. I told you it was going to be short tonight, and the reason is because we're focused on expanding what this can do for you, and the other reason is we want you to have something that's simple, something that you're actually going to implement rather than walking away from here and then thinking to yourself, great, they just gave me 20 different ideas, and then there's so many good ideas that you become paralyzed and you do nothing. So to recap tonight, the first thing is resources. Know what they are. Don't allow yourself to fall in that rut where you're getting frustrated. Use live chat support. Leverage the online assets that you have, that online help guide. Go back and watch some of the recorded webinars by going to official MAWC YouTube channel and clicking on the DRS playlist. And then, when the short videos become available, you'll have those as well.
Yeah, and I want you guys to realize one thing, that we learn this the exact same way you're all learning this. So many people think that we're the young kids or whatever. We're not even the young kids anymore, but we just learned this, and actually we learned a lot of it without having 90% of the resources you have today. We honestly did. So understand that there's a little learning curve, but as you learn, just like anything, it becomes a lot easier, and it's something to be, it's worth the time to be great at these and spend the time doing it.
It's totally worth it. We get leads from our DRS literally every single week. So it's absolutely worth learning how to use this tool. It's definitely a little shortcut, especially if you feel like you're running out of prospects. It's a great way to find new ones, honestly.
Yep.
And then the second thing is your website. Your goal is simple. You're going to, first of all, remember that whatever you do, you're building in responsive. And you're going to build 2 pages. You're going to build 1 landing page. The example we gave you tonight was to build a recruiting landing page. The sole purpose of the page was to recruit. If you already have that set up, then pick a product and build a landing page for that one product, or pick the shopping annuity and build a landing page for the shopping annuity. The second page that you're going to either create or spruce up is going to be your Contact Us page.
Right. And then lastly, you have the marketing suite. So you have the ability to understand that inside what we have, Sarah just said build 2 pages, but behind the website itself, you have the ability to access how to set up SEO, which is the ability to optimize your pages so that when someone is searching, they have the ability to show up there. So obviously you want to show up as high ranked as possible. How great would it be if someone said, hey, what's the shopping annuity? They Google it and they land on your page. I mean, that's where they're going to go and put information, and you have that relationship now. Social media, obviously, you want to link everything to that. And inside this has multiple plugins to put your links so that people can go right to there. So you don't need to know how to do HTML or do coding. It's actually widgets that you can drag inside of your landing pages, your Contact Us page. People click on them and they can see those profiles. So just remember what Sarah said about your social media. Make sure it's pages that are you and you would want to associate it with your business. I think it can help really humanize the experience. And then you also, I think one of the best things we have is the email campaigns. Understand that most systems out there, if you want these email campaigns, which are really feature-rich content, it almost looks like a mini website inside the email. You see it from every main retailer that you probably bought from. They hit you up with those types of emails. You have the ability to do that without spending more money. That is on average $60 a month plus just to have that ability, and it's built inside your website. So if you're just using it for this purpose of capturing content or people that are interested in what you have, then that way all of those are saved in your CRM, and you can just one by one, whenever you feel you want to send information out, you can send information out well into the future. So it's not just that one contact, it's you can constantly revisit them, which is the follow-up tool, in my opinion, is that email. And then lastly, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, it's that simple. And that's, again, I just want to thank everybody. I know that this was quick and short, but we wanted to, again, give you something that was a simple strategy, a simple place to start this year, so you had something that was actually manageable and easy enough to actually use. So thank you guys so much. What we're going to do is I'm going to leave this up here. We're going to take a few questions in just a second. And if you want to stay on for those, we can do that. And if not, we'll catch you next time. Hold on one.